Hi everyone, I am Natasha Bray. I'm a success mastery coach and healer for high achieving women who want to unlock something I call the ultimate up level, where we up level emotionally, financially, and spiritually for true success and freedom. And I'm here with someone very special today, the lovely Carol Hampshire. So Carol has been in my life a long time, actually, as my brand designer, my web designer. And Carol is a brand strategist and web designer for anyone from startup to multi-seven figures in business. And she has been doing design work for 27 years. She's a true OG in this space. So I'm going to hand you over to Carol now, just to tell you a little bit more about what she does. Over to you, Carol.
Hey, Natasha, thank you so much for that beautiful intro. And it's lovely to chat with you as well. Our journey started about, I think, 6 years ago. So it's lovely to see your progress as well. So I've known of you for a long time. I've seen you online, and I was really excited to do the Ultimate Uplevel Academy. I'd worked on the sales page actually, and it took me a while to actually realize how valuable this program is.
I love that. Yes, I just remembered you did the design for the sales page. Actually, it was a few years later. So that was back in 2020. And you actually joined us last year, didn't you, to do the academy yourself. Can you talk a little bit about your work and your unique way of doing branding for women entrepreneurs, especially?
So my unique way of working with branding, and specifically women, is to really get to the essence of who someone is. I think that gives me the edge, because what is really going to help people stand out online and get clarity in who they are is to really find that essence of them. Like, what is their purpose? What makes them different? What lights them up? And I think you also talk about this. It's not just about the money. It's what's your purpose? What's the impact that you're going to have on the world? And I think it's difficult for us to see ourselves because we're so close and we get influenced by everyone around us. And we also have those sabotaging things playing on in our heads all the time. So myself, I can look at people and I've got an intuitive ability, and obviously my long history in branding people, find out what makes them special. Like, that is my gift. Find out what makes them special, what makes them unique, and create a brand around that. It's not just the brand visuals, as you know, because you've been very successful in your business. It's also about your message, the energetics, how you show up, how much you believe in yourself. Because I still think it's about confidence as well. And the more we know ourselves, we can brand ourselves and become very successful. So that's me in a nutshell. It's a bit of strategy, it's a bit of intuitiveness, and it's obviously the brand visuals as well.
Yeah, I love that. And I've worked with you at every stage of my business, actually, back from when I was under six figures, I think, at the time, right up to now at the multi-seven figure level. And something that I think has always been quite powerful about the way you do things is this branding yourself for the business you want, not for where you are now. And I almost see that as like a manifestation tool in a way as well, where you embody this like future vision of yourself and your brand, and then magically comes to reality.
And I saw that with you as well. I think that when we started working together, you were making brownies on your kitchen table, and it was guilt-free health. That was before you became Natasha Bray. And I sensed the power in yourself. I saw that you had an evolution that is going to happen, that this wasn't enough. And I saw your belief in yourself through your own personal healing transform so powerfully. So that attracted me, not only as a bystander and seeing your growth. I was so inspired. Like, I've been a big fan of yours since I met you. I knew that you had that ability, that inner determination, and that to me was like very, very attractive. Like, I I love that. I love seeing the rawness of you. I love seeing that evolution of your brand, and how you've grown into your brand. And now I know where you're heading as well, like definitely 8 figures pretty soon. And I see that manifesting very soon in your life as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that, Carol. And I'm a big fan of your work as well. And of course, as you, we've been together so long now. So I wanted to ask you then, what drew you eventually to joining the Academy? Because obviously you created the brand visuals for that and the sales page back in 2020. So what eventually made you decide, right, a few years later, I'm going to join this now?
So, like I said, I saw you just evolving, and I was like, what is she doing that is literally like 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, like 7 figures, multiple 7, like, and you did it with such ease and grace. And I was like, and I saw that you were doing a lot of healing on yourself and your clients as well, the incredible transformations your clients were having. And in my business, I was doing well, but I felt that I was stagnating. I was kind of doing the same thing, and I was getting stuck in a rut. I knew that what I was doing the things, but not probably the right things. And I felt that there was a lot of healing to be done in my sabotaging beliefs that I knew that I wasn't aware of. So I knew that I didn't know what they were, but I knew that something was holding me back. Like, I knew that. I knew that I was working hard. Although I love what I do, I love my clients, I was becoming exhausted and I was stagnating. And I knew that there was a better way. Like, what is it? Without doing more, without hiring more people, without working until 3 o'clock in the morning, like what else can I do? Because that wasn't the attractive part to me. I wanted to do something with ease and grace that shifts me internally, that I know that's going to show up in my world physically.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people can relate to that feeling, as if like they don't quite know what's holding them back, what's making it hard, essentially, what's keeping them stuck. So you came on a journey of healing the 4 success saboteurs that are part of the Ultimate Uplevel Academy. Do you remember which one you started with?
I don't remember which one I started with, but I do remember, and I very specifically the ones that I really wanted to work on. And the one is the overgiver. Like, I tend to put everyone's needs above myself in all areas of my life, not just in my business. So my clients' work came before my health and my well-being. And it was a pattern that I was repeating, and it doesn't serve myself or my clients in the long run. And then the second one is obviously the hustler as well. I think I'm more old school. Like, I started this, in the 1996, I started my business. So it was a long time ago. And the mentality is working hard. Like, you need to work hard for your money. And that is, I think, generational, and that is family orientated. And that is the thing that kept me stuck as well. And I'm probably going to be talking about that, and how is this shifted in those 2 big success saboteurs in my life as well.
I remember visibility was a bit of a thing for you as well, that you have always been visible, but maybe perhaps not enough, because you have so much experience. You can always tell your branding, like, because it's got this unique signature. And it really has, I think you're very modest about your work. But actually, you are the designer behind so many very big brands in online business that you see, maybe without shouting out about it too much.
I think I have. I think I've been behind the scenes a lot, and I've just become used to doing that and promoting my clients. And now I am shifting and changing, even before pointers that just came out of the conversation, in things that I can do to really make myself visible. And I think that's just part of me just hiding. Like I'm hiding all the time, and people want to be inspired. Like we want to, like I'm inspired by you, right? So why can't I inspire others?
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to put the two together in my brain. It's like, it's okay for you to do it and your clients, but I'm not good enough. Like, who am I to do that? So all of these things are playing on in my head. And that is why I love the course or the program that took me deeper into that and gave me an understanding in what it is that's locking that, my progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what shifts did you start to see then when you began doing the deep work that we do in the academy?
So the big shift was that I can achieve this kind of success without burnout. Like that is the big one for me. I was stopping my success and going that extra mile, thinking I'll have to work twice as hard. So that to me was a big shift. And when that started becoming delicious, my work became, wow, I can create this beautiful space around me. And if I want to take a walk during the day, I can, because I'm the boss and I'm going to have insights, and my designs will be better because I'm in a more relaxed state. So that was the big mental shift. And then what's happened is that I have now the confidence and ability to have a clearer mind. So I'm getting the downloads that I need in order to launch the things that I've been wanting to launch for years, Natasha, for years, but something's always stopping me. It's like I know what to do. I've seen everyone do that. I know what to do, but then why can't I? So the biggest shift for me is I know what to do. I know the actions I need to take, and I know the team that needs to support me to achieve that. And now I feel I know I have the ability, but it's that inner strength. Like I believe in myself. Like that is the difference. I think if we believe in ourselves, and I believe that I have something that's going to change people's lives, like that's the gift. Like, how would I not be quiet? How can I not do that? And then again, it's not about the money, although that was the intention years ago. Now it's like, actually, no, I know that I have something for the world, and I am doing the world a disservice. So where I am now, I'm putting things into place. I'm creating this amazing program, and maybe interview me in 6 months' time, and you'll be, Carol, like, I can't believe this is where you're at, and look how much you've done in this short amount of time as well.
Tell us a bit about the program. So one of the things that around Healing the Hustler is opening ourselves up to, I guess, easier ways of making money. So one to many rather than always doing one to one. So tell us a little bit about this program that's coming on.
Thanks, Natasha. Like I said, I'm always, and I thank you for just spurring me on a bit. So my dream is to create a branding course for designers, for coaches, and for therapists as well, especially designers, because I feel that we tend to keep ourselves quiet. We tend to be in the background. So part of that is to help them get the right brand, help to get really clear in what sets them apart. So there's practical things, how to get your messaging across, how to find out what sets you apart, what kind of systems you need to put in place. Tell me about your branding, because I think a lot of designers, a lot of therapists as well, have a terrible branding, just absolutely terrible. And especially in the online RTT world, where it's difficult to what sets you apart when there's so many people. How can you stand out? How can you be unique? So this program is specifically for that. So after you go through that, you'll have such a good confidence and clarity in what your brand is. I also feel it's so difficult to do this on our own. Like we need, and I know you have a team to help you get clarity in actually what is it that I do? What are the transformations that I have, the ripple effect of my work? So it's so difficult to do that on your own. So hence having the program to get people to launch themselves as well in the online space.
And like branding is so important. It is that, like I say, strategically, also being able to position yourself. You can still make money with a brand that's, you know, kind of done for you in the early days, of course, that's where we all begin. But if you really want to elevate your brand, elevate your positioning, elevate, you know, how your audience see you, and your prices, things like that, branding and how you position yourself with your brand is really important for that. And every new level I grow to, I have to go through all that again. Like, oh, what is it I do? And what is my message? And like, and the imposter saboteur comes up so strongly every time you are going into this next level of your business. And the branding is a key part of solving that as well.
I agree with you. Everything that you said is about positioning yourself, knowing the psychology of your buying audience and how you can create that connection. It's not just about business. And that's what you do, Natasha, so well. You create an authentic connection with your audience. And I know that you've spent a lot of time figuring out a system that works for you in your business. Every business is unique. So this program is going to help people find out what systems work for them so that they can also have that success, you know, triple their income, stop doing the one-on-one calls, and also launch their group programs like you made the decision several years ago to do as well.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And how did, you know, did you notice any shifts in your sort of wider life relationships? Because although the UUA is around tailored to business, actually the transformations that happen, they affect every relationship in our life, really. So did you see any changes? I know you mentioned overgiving was a big one.
Yes, so definitely I've seen it in my, you know, life all around. I have stopped overgiving as much, and it's beautiful to just have that space. I've also helped a lot with my boundaries as well. So boundaries not only with people in my life, but people in my team as well. I do have team members, and knowing that what those boundaries are and how I can create a beautiful environment within that. So that has helped it's a way of being. And I think business is just an extension of who I am. So I think ultimately I'm feeling more confident in my skin. Like I feel that I'm enough. Like that's a huge thing. You might think, well, that's just one sentence, but I'm okay. I'm enough.
It underpins everything, doesn't it?
And on that basis, I can do these things, and I'm not afraid or ashamed to say certain things and do certain things, where before I might be very hesitant to share certain things. I mean, I even started talking about a toxic relationship I had online, which is something that I would never dare to share about. And I'm not going to go into details, but it's to help people understand that I also have had situations in my life that were not ideal. And I've also learned from them as well. And we all have. This is what makes us so unique and so special. And that's part of who I am and part of my brand as well.
Yeah. And you know, it's that feeling safe to open up and be more vulnerable and authentic about what you've been through, this being part of your journey to where you are now, and probably part of the reason you're, you know, so empowering other business women is so important to you. And how you help people feel through your branding. Yeah, I love that. And that is all part of you connecting more deeply to your audience as well.
Yeah.
So had you done anything like this before, like, or, you know, deep inner work or mindset or anything?
Nothing at all. I always I think I'm very masculine when it comes to running the business. You know, this is what you need to do and being in action all the time. And I am only really waking up pretty late on in the game to how much the more feminine part of is receiving, mindset, having space in your business, creating that container for downloads to come. doing the inner work so that my real truth gets taken out. So it's like an onion skin. We just get those layers just fall away over time. And I never did that in my business. It took me a long time because I was taught that business is like action, action. If you're not getting the result, just go, just do more, work harder. Try harder, like push through, bro marketing vibe. And that's not going to last for a feminine person running a business. We're going to burn out.
Well, it's not sustainable, is it?
It's not sustainable.
Really? Yeah.
And we end up being not our authentic self. And there's a lot that goes on there. So I've never done anything like this before. So I'd highly recommend anyone who's starting in any phase of their business, whether it's starting or whether you 5, 6 figure, even multiple 6 figures, this work is so important. It's almost vital to get to that next level and break through those ceilings, because you can use this at any stage of your business.
Yeah.
Any stage as well.
I wish I'd known about it soon as well myself. But yeah, we have women from all ranges of stages of business doing the saboteur work. It can, help you whatever level you're at, not just in your business, but in your life as well. So anything else that you want to share about your experience in the academy?
I think the only thing I would like to share, if anyone's, people are going to be watching this, and if they're on the line and not sure about if this is right for them, it's an investment in yourself. It's not just an investment in your business. And I think you can always, there's always healing to be done. And the more as we heal as women, the more we become into our own. We come into our own as real goddesses and really very strong women who are able to make a difference in the world and make an impact. But I don't think we can do that until we heal our own wounds, so that we can then help others and help them rise up. Yeah. So definitely, if you're on the fence about something like this, definitely something that will keep you in action of your ultimate dreams, whether it's also a relationship, whether it's business, any healing, family wounds. It's actually covers everything, absolutely everything in someone's life. Thank you, Carol. And if anyone wants to find out more about you and your branding, where can they find you? They can find me at carolhampshire.com, just my name and my surname.com. There's various ways to work with me. And yeah, I'd love anyone watching to just come and have a browse around. Thank you. And if you are interested in the Ultimate Uplevel Academy, we open the doors a few times a year. So just check out the link below this video or reach out to me on Facebook, Natasha Lee Bray, or even email, which is support@natashabray.co.uk. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.